Hello everyone, welcome to another Epic 7 video. Elijah here, and today we're taking on RTA and we're going to try to cleave each and every single thing we go up against. There's going to be fails, there's going to be success. These are going to be our premium prime units of the video. Now, the thing is, right, I am not a cleaver by any means, nor do I have the gear to be able to cleave. However, nobody knows that. When you're drafting an RTA, the key is to trick them to thinking that your gear is way better than what it actually is. So as long as they think that I am a super fast player, um, they'll be scared. They'll be scared. But I just want to go over the unit stats that I'll be using. So Sid, we also might bring out Pyrrha maybe a little bit. Um, Politis, if I need to draft her, I'll have her there ready. Also, just to have like a tank to, Moon Bunny I might draft, even though I don't, she's definitely not built for cleaving. She's built for Guild Wars, but who cares? My opponent does not know that. They do not know how my units are built. You do before going into this. And then RB. I think that's all the units that I would draft. Maybe even drafting like Blair Witch as a last pick, even though her build is kind of Garbo, and Spectre, just in case I need an extra soul books or something to souls or whatnot. Tug of Hells. Yeah, that. But yeah, let's get into the footage of can I cleave it? Alrighty, to start things off, we have this draft. They banned Green Sid, which I'm a little upset about because Green Sid was going to be my response to do an RB, but it's fine. In my mind, I'm kind of thinking to myself that I can deal with RB and kind of just control him, ideally, until I can, like, soul burn with Politis. I also think Politis's, her thing will make it so that when RB revives, oh no, he still has 100% CR. Oh yeah, I just soul burn and I stunned here. And this kind of just like won it for me. There's really nothing else I have to worry about at that point. There's no way Celius can solo, and if she used any of her non-attack skills, then she just kills herself, essentially, because my Politis is full damage, so they kind of just throw in the towel here. So here's our first success. And then we go into this one. This one was interesting because I was getting speed contested, and then I kind of had to give up with going first, and I had to plan to go second. Essentially, that's how I had to go about this. Because I definitely did not have enough speed and Princers things. Like, they were taking my units. The units that I was going to draft, they kind of took them away from me, so I kind of had to make do with what I had. Now, they actually were kind of weird here, right? They immediately go for the S3, which I guess makes sense, because their Celius was faster. The thing is, they have no way to bridge into Closer Charles, right? Because my DJB is faster, and they also don't necessarily know if that he'll get the CR push. This is what they tried, but they end up killing, which basically won me that match. Because if my Washer Shuri didn't die, I would have had to deal with the fact that Closer Charles would have CR pushed, and then he would have S3'd, and it would have been over from there. Well, not really over, because I don't really think they have enough damage to kill APOC Ravi, but it would have been close to being over. So, got the CR push, and then at this point, it was just got my revive off, and it was basically over. It was a weird kind of cleave. I was kind of different, to say the least. Probably not the most optimal draft, but it worked out in my favor, and I think that was just due to speed tuning that it worked out. Like, yeah, and we get to see, oh, no, we don't get to see the animation. I thought we were gonna get to see it. This draft that we're coming up, this was interesting, because I have never seen anybody draft regular Dominel, like, ever. I've seen plenty of, like, green Armins that I've had to deal with, but I've never seen this unit be drafted ever, and she almost did something. She almost kind of won it. Now, their team is relatively slower, which means they're a lot tankier. Like their Diane is definitely a lot more on the tankier end, and not like the speedster, squishy end. So I had to kind of like just soften the blow to deal with that. Now the thing about the reflect thing is that if you kill them, you do not take any of the reflected damage, which I think it's, if they were going to make that unit better, I definitely think the reflect should still apply even if you kill the unit. Or maybe that'll be too OP, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But I killed the green arm in here, which made it so that I just don't take any damage from the reflect. Because, yeah. And I also feel like she didn't get too many stuns off, which also would have made much of a difference. I think that dual attack was pretty lucky. I don't think it was necessary, but it definitely helped out a lot. And I just basically just had to focus down the designer a little bit because there's no way this Dominel will be able to solo me. So I kind of just had to, or I don't actually focus her. I actually think I did that just because I didn't want to give her a debuff to then push forward. I think that's why I did that. Maybe. Oh yeah, I think, yeah, that makes sense. I was trying to not give designer a little bit any debuffs so that she would end up CR pushing. And now she kind of can't kill everybody. And then I just slow burn and then just bye-bye Lilibet. But I've never seen counter Lilibet before, so that was interesting. Alright, this was also a very butch, like I don't even know what's going on kind of draft. Yeah, this is like very weird kind of cleaving that I was kind of doing. It didn't really make much sense. They got the first turn, and I won this purely because I 15% of this, the sleep. Now, my I don't even know if it was 15% because my Sage Balance is on. He does have the artifact that gives all allies some effect resistance. And that's probably why that helped out a lot. I wanted to stack as many debuffs as possible so that but I didn't land. I missed on the Sid, sadly. I was trying to make it so that, because Holiday Yuffie only cleanses 2 debuffs, and I kind of wanted it to be the bomb be the debuff that doesn't get cleansed. I think the Sid should have went for my Pira here. He went for APOC. APOC did not die, and then this is where it kind of ended. I just got to revive and bomb everybody. But yeah, that's everything for my Can I Cleave It? I will have you know that I lost so many games trying to get footage of cleaving because apparently everybody's a cleaver now. But yeah, that concludes this. I'll probably do a similar episode to this, but like a different kind of drafting style, and we'll see. I'll do like a counter gaming RNG style of drafting. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.